Welcome to Xyed Mysteries, where every story unveils the unseen and every heart hides a secret. I'm your narrator, your guide through worlds of wonder, mystery, and fate. Previously, we began a tale of two souls drawn together by destiny, Airi Minazuki and Ren Itsuki, who discovered echoes of a past they never lived, yet somehow remember. Tonight, their journey deepens. This is Episode 2, Echoes Beneath the Sakura. Brief recap of Episode 1. Airi, a quiet art student in Tokyo, began having vivid dreams of a boy beneath cherry blossoms, only to meet Ren, a historian whose face matched the dream exactly. Strange visions, old sketches, and whispered voices led them both to suspect that their fates were bound by something older, something reborn through time. And as Episode 1 ended, a haunting voice whispered through the petals, "Find me before it happens again." Main story, Episode 2, Echoes Beneath the Sakura. Rain falls softly over Tokyo. The cherry blossoms glisten like glass under the streetlights. Airi sits in a quiet cafe near the university, staring at her sketchbook, at the old drawing signed Ren Itsuki, 1894. She runs her fingers across the name, her heartbeat echoing faintly in her ears. Ren arrives moments later, carrying an old book wrapped in cloth. His face is pale. "Airi, you need to see this." He places the book between them. It's titled Chronicles of Forgotten Souls, a record of Meiji-era reincarnation legends. Flipping through, they stop on a faded illustration. A temple surrounded by sakura trees and two lovers standing beneath them. Airi leans closer. "That's the same place from my dreams." Ren nods. "I think I found it. The temple still exists. In Kyoto." Her breath catches. Kyoto, the city of 1,000 shrines, the cradle of old souls. Ren continues. "According to this, a great fire destroyed the temple in 1894. The story says two lovers died there, cursed to be reborn until they remember what bound them." Silence fills the air, heavy with something unseen. Airi whispers, "Do you think that's us?" Ren looks at her, eyes clouded with emotion. "I don't know, but if it is, we need to find out before the curse repeats itself." They decide to travel to Kyoto the next morning. The train ride is quiet, filled with rolling landscapes, green mountains, rivers reflecting silver light. Airi gazes out the window, lost in thought. Ren watches her reflection. The silence between them is gentle, unspoken, the kind that feels older than words. As the train passes through a tunnel, Airi suddenly clutches her head. A sharp pain, a flash of light. She sees herself in another life, dressed in a white kimono, crying as flames consume a wooden temple. A voice screams her name, "Renjiro!" The vision fades. She gasps, trembling. Ren grabs her hand. "Airi, what happened?" She shakes her head, whispering, I saw it. The fire, the temple, and you." Ren's face turns pale. He admits he's been having the same dreams too. Only now the faces are clearer, and every time they both die, together. That evening, they reach the outskirts of Kyoto. The air feels ancient, as though the land remembers. They follow an old path into the forest, guided by Ren's notes. After hours of searching, they find it. The ruins of the Temple of Silent Blossoms. Moonlight filters through the trees, illuminating cracked stones and the faint outline of a torii gate. Airi steps forward, her footsteps echoing like heartbeats. Suddenly, the wind rises. Sakura petals swirl violently, and a soft voice echoes, "Welcome back." Both freeze. The petals form into the faint shape of a woman in white, her face calm, sorrowful. Airi trembles, whispering, "Who are you?" The spirit answers softly, "You promised you would find me." Ren steps forward, his voice shaking. "Find who? What happened here?" But the figure only weeps, whispering, "The fire will return. Remember what you vowed before the end." A burst of wind tears through the ruins. Airi falls to her knees, clutching her chest, her heartbeat sinking with faint memories. Images flash before her eyes. A vow beneath the cherry trees, a forbidden love, and a betrayal that ended in fire. Ren rushes to her, holding her tightly. "Airi, stay with me!" Her eyes flicker open, and for a brief second, she speaks in another voice, calm, old, and sorrowful. "You couldn't save me then, but maybe this time you can." And then, darkness. As the scene fades, the petals settle once more, covering the ruins in silence. The faint sound of a woman's cry lingers in the wind. Remember, before the fire returns. To be continued. Closing channel invitation. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Eternal Requiem, Threads of Yesterday. A story of love that defies time and memories that refuse to fade. If this episode stirred your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Xyed Mysteries, and click the bell icon to never miss when fate whispers again.